This year's Game of the Year nominees for the Game Awards have been announced, and here are my thoughts on this year's nominees. So I'm going to start off with what is possibly the most controversial pick out of the whole bunch, and that is Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree. Now, whilst I've not played it myself, I've heard good things, and I know a lot of people are going to be excited about this, but the fact that a DLC has made it into Game of the Year is quite concerning, and it's a shame because it snubs some good games from featuring on this list. Now, granted, the Elden Ring DLC is big enough to be a game within itself, and has possibly had a greater impact than some of the other games on this list. However, it just doesn't sit right for me, especially when you consider that the main game has already won in 2022. Did it really need to be on here? We already know that Elden Ring's a timeless classic. For me, it just doesn't need to be here. One game that I'm really glad has made the cut is Balatro. This indie roguelike deck building game has taken the world by storm this year. It is possibly the most simple yet addictive game of the year, and as someone who couldn't stop playing it, I'm truly happy to see it on this list. Next, we've got Black Myth Wukong. This game was a sensation when it launched back in the summer, so there's no surprise to see it in the Game of the Year conversation. Again, a similar story with both Metaphor ReFantazio and Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Both games from beloved developers and beloved franchises. These games with huge audiences always seem to do well, and I'll be interested to see whether they can compete and get the recognition that they arguably deserve. Last but not least, probably the favourite to win is Astrobot. Now, this is the one game on this list out of all of the titles I've not been able to play this year that I've really wanted to. It looks incredible. As a fan of the likes of Mario and Sonic, and in a rare year of struggle for PlayStation, this smash hit has given them a franchise to develop for years to come. It's a great idea, and I'm glad to see them reaping the rewards here. So out of all these games, which one do I hope to win and which one do I think will win? Well, I'm hoping for Balatro. I know it's a long shot, but honestly, I think this will come down to either Astrobot, the Elden Ring DLC, or Black Myth Wukong. What game are you rooting for on December 12th? Let me know in the comments.